Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my completed pages for the month of March and the pages and whips that I'm taking forward into April. So first I'll do my stats. There's not many of them because I don't really record that many stats, and I'm going to use this book to cover up the other half of the page which has my haul on it because that will be in another video. So this month I did one buddy colour. Let's zoom you in a bit. There we go. I did one buddy colour. I did 5 pages in total from 5 different books, 4 of which were untouched, and 4 of the pages that I did were for prompts or challenges. My Instagram stats, I started the month off at 1,365 and finished on 1,384, so I have 19 new friends on Instagram. My Facebook group, the Cute Comfy Cozy group, we started the month off at 1,508, and there's now 1,553 of us, which is an increase of 45. So thank you to everyone that has joined the Facebook group. And then my YouTube, I had a very good month on YouTube, so welcome to all my new subscribers. We started the month off at 1,843 and hit the milestone of 1,900, and we actually have 1,907. I think I've gained 2 more subs since I wrote that down, so but yeah, a plus of 64, which is amazing. So thank you to all my new subscribers. Welcome, and I hope you enjoy my content. I'm carrying forward these whips into April, and I also need to write my colour by number whip on there too. So then we go backwards. I'm trying to cover it up. There we go. To my completed pages for the month, and we will get into it. I'm going to pop this off to one side. Okay, so starting off we have Kawaii Tarot by Meadow, and this was a buddy colour with my best friend Jess, and I started this in February and finished it in March. Jess has already done hers. That was in her February completed pages, if you'd like to check out that. But we decided to buddy this page together. So this is the first of my uncoloured books. Up until now I hadn't coloured anything in this book, which is a great shame because it's gorgeous. But we have coloured in it now. There we go. No matter how organised you think you are before starting to record a video, I can guarantee you, every single time, for me at least, there's something that I've forgotten. So this is the 9 of Swords, and I think this is in the Minor Arcana? Yes, the Minor Arcana. So this page I used the Derwent Chromaflow pencils, which worked lovely in here. The majority of it was done with the Chromaflows. I also used the Starjoy Golds and Prismacolors, but for a couple of random different things. I can't remember what pencils I used for what part of the page now. And I also used some metallic watercolours from the Art Spirits for the border, and also the centre of the flowers, and there's like lots of little dots scattered around. So if I bring you in, you can see all those metallic accents, as well as how shiny the pencils are. And that lovely border, I believe that was the Tin Man from the Wizard of Oz Art Spirit set. But yeah, pleased to have this one finally done. I did all the bamboo first, and then I think I started tackling the flowers then, and I knew I wanted them a couple of different shades of pink. My panda here, I just put the slight touch of cream on him, just to accent that he wasn't white. And yeah, even though this page is called the 9 of Swords, there are actually 10 on the page. So I completed this on the 3rd of March, so it was one that I definitely wanted to get finished and done. So hooray! That's one whip I don't have anymore. So that is Kawaii Tarot by Lulu Mayo. Okay, next we have 30 Spellbound Cloudy Scenes by Camellia Angel Cova. And if you're not already aware, I am doing this as a full book colour along on my channel if you are a Grass Meadow member or a Flower Meadow member. So Grass Meadow is the middle tier of my memberships, and every month we are going to be doing a page from this book. So the page that we started it all off with in March was this one. So I completed this on the 4th of March, and obviously the colour along is already up on my channel. And if you join late, like if you decide to join the memberships and you join late, it doesn't matter. All the past videos are on there. You can go through, watch them all and catch up at your own pace. So if you are thinking of joining but think it's too late now, it definitely is not. We are only on the 2nd month. So ample time to catch up with last month's page. But yeah, this is the first page that we did. And the lovely Jana from Colour and Create with Jana, I will leave her linked in the description below, along with anyone else that I've mentioned in this video that has a YouTube channel. Please go check out their channels and show them some love. But the lovely Jana, I asked her if she would like to pick the first page to do in here, and she picked the castle. So yeah, I'll just give you some close-up shots of all that metallic goodness. So for this page I used my Ohuhu Oahu's as a base. I used the super golden markers to go around all the clouds in to give them that nice metallic finish. Helps them stand out a little bit, I think. I used a white Posca pen to do all of the dots, and yeah, that took a while. It would be quite nice to like do it throughout the book to keep it all cohesive, but I'm not sure. We'll see. I used the Art Spirits Fairy Dust watercolour for the dragon's wings, just to give it a slight touch of sparkle, as you can see. And then I also used the lilac from, did I write it down? I did not. It's from the Pastel Metallics set, this one. I used this lilac to do the bricks with. So you don't need to use the same materials as me at all. You can use whatever you have available to you. Glitter gel pens, felt tip pens, alcohol markers, whatever you have. So that is what I used for that. I did some blending on my clouds and on the flags and everything, and I show you how to do it all on the video. Some parts of it are sped up and some are real time. And the page that we're going to be doing for April, my members have already voted and they decided on the April showers page. So So I'm really looking forward to doing this. There's going to be metallic watercolours, probably some glitter gel pen, just a rainbow of colour. The other options for this month that I can now remove the page flags for were the hot air balloons and this one, which I called Ringing Out the Clouds. So yeah, and that is the page that we're going to be doing for April in 30 spellbound cloudy scenes. And we also have a hashtag for this book. So if you'd like to see everybody's pages that they're doing to get inspired and maybe join us, the hashtag is Colour Cloudy Scenes with Zoe. So yeah, that is 30 Spellbound Cloudy Scenes by Camellia Angel Cova. Okay, next we have Fairy Tales and Folklore by Emily Lyderhall Oberg. And I believe this was February's page that I finished in March, because we do it bi-monthly, over 2 months. And I'm pretty sure it was meant to finish in February, and I finished mine at the beginning of March. So the page that I did was this one, and I finished this on the 5th of March. And it's so pretty. This is like my second page coloured in here, I think. And I really enjoy colouring in this book. The quality of it is just in a league of its own. So there's all the shiny metallic-y goodness. Possibly my favourite page of the month. So for this page I used Prismacolor Premier pencils, which is pretty much what I'm using, I think, for the whole of this book to keep it the same. I also used some Artex pencils in here. I think that was for the sails and possibly the cups, but definitely the sails was with the Artex. I used the Art Spirits watercolours. I used one of the golds. I think that was from the More metallic set. Yeah, I think that was from one of Steve's sets, but it's so pretty. And anything else? No, so that goes for the hashtag Fairy Tales and Folklore Friends, which is an Instagram group. I'm not really sure who runs it now. It's run by 2 ladies. It was originally run by Doodle Robot, but she has stepped down as admin, and the other 2 admin now run it between them. So yeah, but that is my page for Fairy Tales and Folklore by Emily Lyderhall Oberg. The next page that we're going to be doing in here for March, April, so I need to get mine done this month, is, if I can find it, should have had it flagged really, shouldn't I? I'm going to flick through, see if I can find it. Oops, found it. Is that the one? I believe it is, yeah. I think this is the page that we are doing for April. So cute little bunny and some Easter eggs hidden in amongst here. I believe these are crocuses. So they may be lilac. Originally I was thinking lilacs and yellow, and then a chocolate bunny, maybe. So yeah, I need to flag that actually, because I need to work on that this month and hopefully get it finished. The other page that I completed in here was this one. And so far, both of these pages, I believe, have been inspired by ChatGPT, the AI app that you can get. I've asked it to choose me a colour palette based on, you know, how I envision it. And I did the same with this page that we just completed. And it gave me a little printout for inspiration as well. So I might do that with the bunny, but I kind of see how I want it to look. So, but we'll see. That is Fairy Tales and Folklore by Emily Lyderholt Oberg. Next we have Cat Moments by Hikaru Kotz, and this is for one of my cute, comfy, cozy Facebook group prompts. I had such a good month last month. I managed to get all 4 of them done, and then for some reason, probably the fact that I was on 2 holidays, enjoying myself, relaxing, I only got 1 done this month. So it happens. But the prompt that I did do was cat, because this book was very, very kindly gifted to me by Nikki Jayne, and I wanted to colour in the book to say thank you. So the page that I picked out to do is this one, and I decided to make it a cute little calico kitty. I love how the page turned out, and this was coloured using my Ohuhu Oahu's and nothing else. Literally just a whole mark page. I did stippling method on the bushes, just dot 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 with the chisel end, just to layer it up in different shades of the same marker. Yeah, just to give it a bit of texture. And I drew all these patches on the cat myself. I also did some texture on the sort of gravel sandy path here, and on the fence panels, just to try and make it look like it was wooden. I'm not the best at textures, but I have fun trying, so so that goes for the prompt cat, which was prompt number 3. This was also an uncoloured book, as was 30 Spellbound Cloudy Scenes. And yeah, so a huge thank you to Nikki for gifting me this beautiful book. I will be showing this in my haul as well, so you get a little spoiler of something. And then the last page that I have completed anyway for March was this book, which was also gifted to me during March by a lovely friend and subscriber that remains anonymous. She picked this off of my wish list to take with me on holiday, and I did this page. It was so much fun colouring this. What I did was, firstly, was set out, chose all of my markers to match up with theirs. So the middle, the outside circles are already coloured in by them as a guide, and then these are the colours that I tried to match up as close as possible with what I have. And I wrote them all down in the centre circle and managed to complete this gorgeous bear. For the longest time I couldn't make out what it was, and I was toying between fox. Steve said no, I think it's a bear, because all I could see was like these bits here and the eye, which kind of made me think fox. But yeah, it's a gorgeous bear, so I cannot wait to do another one of these in here this month. Obviously, you can't really see what the next page is going to be, but it gives you a list of the markers here. The numbers remain the same throughout, so I just reference this one. But yeah, that is Circlism Art Books Colour by Number by Eclipse, AJ Quinnell. And yes, I cannot wait until I get to the rabbit. It doesn't show you any of the other ones in here, so they're all a surprise. So yeah, thank you very, very much again to my gifter for this beautiful book, and I cannot wait to do another one. So those are all my fully completed pages. I also did, if I can find it, on a live stream, we worked in Leon's journey, and I started colouring. Whoops, got bits and bobs in here. I started colouring this first square with you on the live stream and finished it off in my own time, and really proud of how he came out. Dreading doing the really big first sections because that one took long enough. And I know these are Lily of the Valleys, but I wanted them to tie in with my pink tip daisies, and you can get pink Lily of the Valleys, so I decided to do them pink. And these other boxes we're going to continue working on in other live streams, so if you would like to see me work on these, please feel free to join us on Fridays at 6:30 PM UK time. Not the first Friday of the month though, as that is my members only live stream. This next stream, we might do the frogs, I think. We might come down here and do the frogs and then go over to these two after that. But I'm really excited to do the frogs next. And I have all my colours picked out for all of my animals. So yeah, such a gorgeous, gorgeous book. And again, I still can't quite believe that Kanoko sent this to me and also signed it. It's like, oh, fangirl moment. And the other book that I have a whip in from March is Yuri's Journey sketchbook. Something, I never remember the title of this. I thought I'd written it inside, apparently not. Yuri's Journey with a sketchbook, something like that. My members only live stream, we are currently working on a double page spread in here, so I will be doing some more of this in my live stream tonight. I'm recording this on Friday the 4th of April, and we are doing this gorgeous double page spread in here. So what I managed to get done during the last live stream were all of the buttercups, the terracotta flower pot here, the bumblebees, and I think maybe some of the leaves. May have started a couple of the leaves, I think. And I think I also started on some of this tree. I finished the whole of the rest of the tree off on my first holiday when we went to Blackpool. I've coloured a couple more leaves this morning because there are some more of this type over here as well. So I'm not sure what I'm going to work on this evening. I know I want to colour the strawberry blossoms in, and I have found a picture for those, so I'll have to print that off as a reference. And I may do one of the blue tip birds over here on stream to bring in the blue and some sort of limey green colour, I think. I'm going to do my main sections that I know what colours I want for, and then try and tie the rest in, such as the door and this and the curtains and things and this little rug. But yeah, if you would like to see me work on this, this is the Flower Meadow members only lives. So that is that double page spread whip. Right, let's show you all of my other plans for April. Okay, so I was watching Jess's completed pages the other day, and also Geordie's. Again, I will link everyone below in the description. And they are working as a group of them. There are four lovely ladies, sorry. We have Amy at Colouring with Amy, Jess at Colouring Bumblebee, Jo at Geordie Colours, and Nikki at Knit Knack Colours. And they are working as a buddy group on this book, doing a page a month and taking it in turns with who picks the page, etc. And I really wanted to join. I love looking at their completed pages. So I asked Jess to ask the other ladies if they wouldn't mind me joining, and they said yes. So thank you so much for allowing me to join. I have a lot of catching up to do because they've already done 16 pages, I believe. But sneak peek, this is this month's page for April, which I've already done. The night I asked Jess if I could join, I sat down and coloured this in anticipation that they would let me join. And the other page that I have started is March's. So this was their page last month, which looks so fun. So I've started colouring this. I just need to do my metallic accents for all the confetti and the pearls and everything, and then that one will be done. The other page I'm aiming to do this month, because I'm, like I say, playing catch up. I'm going to try and do 3 a month to catch up, is February's page, which is this cute koala. And I should be able to catch up quite quickly because I'm just using this book as markers and glitter gel pen / watercolours. I'm not going to do any pencil shading or anything in it. I'm writing down my colours for them. So it's just so much fun, and I'm really looking forward to catching up with them. But yeah, thank you so much, ladies, for letting me join. That's Matchstick Mouse, a big adventure colouring book by Morgan O'Brien. And if you haven't seen, next week Morgan O'Brien is coming out with a new Matchstick Mouse book, which is a cookery book type book, which I cannot wait for. So eek. That's Matchstick Mouse. Sticking with the theme, I started doing this page on Steve's live stream because he wasn't feeling very well on Friday, which is this one. I'm going to zoom you in a bit. And I would like to go in with this one and do some shading with pencils. This book has been a bit of a mishmash of just mark pages and ones that have been shaded. That was shaded. I've done quite a few in here. If you'd like to see a collection video of my Matchstick Mouse pages, do let me know. This one was shaded. So I would like to go in and shade that one and also colour those flowers in. So that is my plans for that book. Myself and Jess were doing a buddy colour in February in Moon Valley. And we were both hiding our page from each other. Here is my inspo sheet and my colour tracker. So we were hiding our colours from each other, and here is mine. I've seen Jess's because she obviously completed hers. So I will hold this up to the camera, but here's what I have so far. I've done all the flowers. I've got 2 leaves left to do. My bunny, a little bit of vine, and the bumblebee. And I also want to shade in this background bit here, I think. So that's where I'm up to with this one. So that is my whip plans for Moon Valley. Try and get that whip finished. Another whip that I would love to get finished is a page that I started in February for Joe's hashtag Colour the Fairy Tales, was it? Let me double check. Yes, Colour the Fairy Tales. And I've got loads of pages flagged in here. Oh, I think my randomizer picked this book as well. But somewhere in here we have a whip from February, which is this one. I'm doing the Red Riding Hood page, and I'm thoroughly loving colouring this. I've stopped because I'm indecisive about what kind of misty trees I want to do, but it really won't take me much longer to finish this. I've got to do under her dress here. I'm not sure what colour to do that yet, and her hair, which will be a nice auburn colour, I think, and then the trees and the little cottage, and it will be done. So not too much left to do, but that was started in February, so it will be nice to finally get that finished. So that's Wildflower Folk by Christine Karen. Last month I started working on a double page spread in Disney's Le Grand Classique Tome 11, and I mainly colour this sort of when I'm watching TV or sometimes during Steve's live streams. And I started this double page spread. If I don't get both pages finished this month, it's fine. I would, however, love to get at least one half of it finished. So that is that one. For this, I'm using the Guangna 168s, Thule Arts and the Langlois acrylic gel pens, and I love how it's coming out so far. So much fun to colour. So that is my whip in Le Grand Classique Tome 11. And here's where that last video ended and the April completed pages begins. So I hope you enjoy. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing with you my completed pages for the month of April. I don't have my stats filled in as of yet. I haven't gotten around to that yet. This section, I haven't gotten around to that, but it's all good. I completed quite a few pages in April considering I was poorly, and that's mainly due to the fact that I'd got 4 pages done, which is my usual month's quota, 4 to 5 pages. I'd got those 4 done between the 3rd and the 7th of April. And then we have a big jump cut to the 16th of April where I finished, I think this was a whip, and then the 17th of April, and so on and so forth. But let's get into the video. I'm still coughing away, so if there's jump cuts, please excuse them. I'm going to start firstly with the whips that I've been doing some progress on during the month of April. I'm going to bring it in a bit. Hopefully that's okay. So we have in Yuri Wild Mouse sketch with a journey with a sketch, that one. We have this double page spread, which I did some more in on my April members only live stream, that's the word. So I based the sky, I based this and this, and I based all of these leaves, so I need to go in and shade those with pencil and then try and get a lot more of it done during May to try and finish it. I think it will end up maybe going into June, but I'm going to see how I get on anyway. I was going to be working on this in May's live stream, which is tonight. I'm filming this on Friday the 2nd of May, but I am not feeling this page at the moment. So I'm going to be doing something else on my live tonight, my members only. I'm not quite sure what yet though. So, but that is a whip that I need to work on during the month of May. The next whip I would like to work on is Cozy Japan Cute Colouring Book by Jade Summer. I'm showing these in my plans, so if you haven't yet seen that video, go check out that one. But I would like to try and finish this page here, which I'm trying to replicate from this. And then the last whip that I would like to try and complete, or one of the last, in May. I keep forgetting what month we're in, seriously. To find it, where are you? I don't think it's any of those ones that are flagged, because I started this for Jo at Geordie Colours for her Little Red Riding Hood prompt. I still haven't gotten around to finishing it, but I have done some more. I did some work on the trees and then got bored very quickly because I wasn't sure I liked how they were turning out. And I was trying to create a misty look. I already rubbed it out once. Hang on. This one. So yeah, I'm just going with it and hoping for the best. So there's really not that much left to do on there. It's the trees, the little house, Red's hair, her eyes, her mouth, and this little decoration here, and it's done. So hopefully May will be the month to get that one completed. So those are the whips. I have got other ones that I would like to try and work towards, but we will see. So the first book that we come to is 50 Mythical Miniatures. This is hosted by the lovely Melissa at Winter 89 Colours. She does 4 pages a month to try and complete this book for a hashtag, which is hashtag Project Mythical Minis. And I managed to get 2 done, and I've got a whip. So we'll go to the whip first. She says, this one. So the Nikomata, I have to get that one finished. And I was just editing my planned pages for this. And I came up with an idea that I'm just going to colour this rock in. Try and do a bit better shading around here because you can't hardly see the shadow line. And then I'm going to frame off this section, maybe with some washi tape, and just put like a block colour behind it. And yeah, call that one done. But the 2 I did get completed are, not that one, I'll leave that flag in. So I got the Pegasus done. This I completed on the 3rd of April 2025. It was one of the first pages I coloured in the month. I'm going to grab my little book so I can tell you what I used. Okay, so I used Ohuhu markers, Super Golden markers, White Posca, and Jelly Roll Glaze Black for this page. So I think the Ohuhus were the Oahu brand, the Oahus, and the Super Golden marker is like the orangey one and the gold one. So you can hopefully see the shiny on it. There you go. Catch the light right, it's really pretty. So that is that one, nice simple page. I was kind of following a colour palette for this one, and then when I did the wings, it was kind of like kapow! And I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, your attention just goes straight to those wings because they're so kapow. And I was like, how on earth am I going to pull this back? So I did her, or the Pegasus with like blonde hair, and did this decoration around it. And I don't think it's too bad. But your attention definitely still goes to those wings first. So that was the first completed page in here. We will come back to this book in a minute because I did another one. And that is Mythical Miniatures by Camellia Angel Cover. Okay, the next book is a group buddy colour, and I need to write down, did I write in here who this, I did. Oh yes, Zoe, you are so clever sometimes. Not very often, but sometimes. This is Matchstick Mouse, A Big Adventure colouring book, which is a group buddy colour with 4 lovely ladies on Instagram. We have Amy at Colouring with Amy, Jess at Colouring Bumblebee, Jo at Geordie Colours, and Nikki at Knick-Knack Colours. And they let me join the group for the first time in April. And April's page was this one. And I actually coloured this page before they let me in the group. I asked Jess to ask the ladies the night before whether it would be okay for me to join the group. And whilst I was waiting with anticipation for the response, I started colouring this page anyway because it was so cute. This was my first page coloured in this book. This was an untouched book. Yep, just double checking my notes. So I completed this on the 3rd of April 2025. I will put the other ladies' images on here. Hopefully I can fit all 4 of those on there. All so beautiful. And the reason why I really wanted to join this group was because I follow both, obviously, Jess and Jo. And every month I watch their completed pages. I'm like, it looks like so much fun. I really want to join. And it's lovely to see how everyone does the page so differently. So yeah, they are all beautiful. And thank you, ladies, for letting me join. So we'll move back to my one. And I will tell you what I used. So for this, I used, again, the Ohuhu Oahu markers, the silver super golden marker, and white Posca pen. So nothing too fancy, just a nice, simple, fun page to do. I knew I wanted the reins on the donkey to be red. It just reminded me of going on the donkeys at the seaside when I was a little girl at Skegness. And once I'd done this, I was like, oh, I now need to tie in this blanket or something with the red, so that's not the only bold part of the page. And the silver super golden mark, you can see I've used on the stirrup and the strap and the buckle. So a little bit of shine, but not too much. And yeah, I was kind of thinking desert vibes for some reason. I got desert vibes from this. After I'd completed it, I thought maybe I could have done it like the Grand Canyon, and then this rock would have kind of tied in with the colour of the satchel. But I really like how it came out anyway. It was so fun to colour it, and I'm really looking forward to catching up with all the other pages in here that the ladies have done. I'm hoping to do 2 a month, so that way I'm catching up. So the other page that I did I do that straight after? I did. Well done, Zoe. After I'd finished that one, it's farther on in the book, isn't it? Here. I went straight on to completing this one. So this was March's page. And this was the page that prompted me to pluck up the courage and ask if I could join the group. Because everyone's images of this were just so pretty. I was like, oh my gosh, I want to join, I want to play. And I had a whale of a time colouring this in. So many glittery, sparkly elements. So let's show you what, or tell you what I used for this page. So for this one, I used Ohuhus. I think it might have been the Honolulus on this page. I used the silver no, that's the first one. I used Renaissance watercolours for all of the confetti pieces. I don't recommend them. I do not. They look pretty on camera when they catch the light, but no way are they as good as Rebecca's watercolours. And I'm so glad that they only cost me £20 instead of the £80 plus for quarter pans that they should have cost me. So, I do not recommend those paints. No, I don't. I also used Rebecca's watercolours from the Art Spirits. And I also used Clero pearl colours. So the pearl colours were for the pearls. And the ones I used of Rebecca's, I believe, was the mask, the gold around the mask, and these pearls here. And this gold here. And also the blue necklace on both the worm and Matchstick Mouse. So all the Renaissance ones was all the confetti, and then the Clero pearl colours were for the pearls. So yeah, what else did I use? White Posca pen. And that was everything for that page. So that's 2 pages I managed to get done in there. Next month's page is this Kiwi page. So I'm going to try and get that one done, and also May's from last year, which is this one. So looking forward to having 2 more pages filled up in here, and I need to get a little tracker that I can put at the back. But again, thank you to all of the ladies for letting me join the group. I really appreciate it, and your pages are all gorgeous too, so thank you. Okay, next we fly back to 50 Mythical Miniatures, and this was for the Goblin prompt, again hosted by the lovely Melissa at Winter 89 Colours. And here's my page for this one. This was a really simple, easy page, just markers and white jelly roll. Again, it would have been Ohuhu markers. I also used some jelly roll black for the eyes. I always like to make the eyes sort of glossy. So that's that one. And that was completed on the 7th of April. And as you can see, there were 2 that I didn't quite get to, and that was the Mandrake. Didn't get around to the Mandrake, and my whip. So 2 out of 4 isn't bad. I'll take it. I'm going to hopefully try and get those done along with this month, so wish me luck for that. And then we go on to Hygge Vacation. This is the first of my cute, comfy, cozy prompts. And this was for the first prompt of Best Friends. And for this I used Ohuhu Honolulu markers and Jelly Roll White. So again, another nice, simple, easy page, which is how I like to do these cute, comfy, cozy ones, apart from trying new techniques every now and then. So, yep, this one was completed on the 16th of April. And originally I was going to do texture to my cherry blossom trees, like I had done the grass down here. And because I'd been poorly, I was just like, nope, this was a whip. I was like, nope, I'm not feeling that anymore. And I think having more texture up here will take away from what's down here. And I want my main focus to be down here. So I left the cherry blossoms and just did a shaded line around the outside of them. And then some Jelly Roll highlights everywhere else. So again, nice, simple, easy page. And yeah, that was for the prompt Best Friends. And that was from Hygge Vacation, which is by Bubblegum Press. Okay, then we move on to Le Grand Classique Tome 11. You know I love working in my colour by numbers every month. So I technically did 2 pages from here, but it was a double page spread. So I am going to show both pages at the same time because I can't not show both at the same time. And that was this double page spread here of Lady and the Tramp. This is Scamp, and I can't remember the name of the 3 pups. But yeah. I don't know what happened with this up here. There's like a couple of blue squiggly marks. I don't really know what happened there. And then over here there's like a purple one, so who knows what that was. But how cute is this? It when it's like laid flat, it almost looks sort of 3D. I love it. So I completed this side of the page. Let's find it. On the 17th of April. For this page I used Guangna's, Languo's, Tule Art acrylic paint pen and Posca, black Posca paint pen. So I just focused on doing one half first, and I thought there's no way I'm going to be able to get a whole double page spread done during the month. These take me ages, and I want other, get other pages done as well. So I just focused on doing this one. And then after I'd done another couple of pages, I really wanted to do another colour by number. And I went through a couple of books and I'm like, woman, you should just do the other half of the page that you've started, rather than just picking a whole new random book and doing another page. So I came back to it and I got this side done. This one I completed on the 22nd of April 2025. And it's so nice to have another double page spread done in here. I think I do have at least one more. I have the symbol one. Here it is. So I have this one in here. This was before I got all of my Guangnas and Languos and everything, so Simba's still a bit mottled and it drives me bonkers. I have OCD with streaks, so done that one, done that one, done that one. So yeah, oh, and I'd done the Alice double page spread, so I've got 3 doubles done in here. And I also printed out this tracker for the book, so I can keep track of what ones I've done in here. And I'm going to do that for all of my Disney colour by number books. So yeah, that was my 2 pages complete from Le Grand Classique Tome 11. I really want to colour another one in here in May, but I have 2 other colour by number books to show some love to, so I will come back to that in June maybe. Okay, next we go on to the second Cute Comfy Cozy prompt, which was April Showers. And for this page I used Ohuhu Honolulu markers, Guana white acrylic paint pen, and that was it. And this was another uncoloured book that I was very kindly gifted, so I wanted to show some love to it. Was this gifted or did I buy it myself? I can't remember. I may have bought this myself. It's not got a note in it. I'm not sure. But it was an uncoloured book anyway. And I completed this on the 19th of April 2025. So here is my... Oh, I also used some Jelly Roll black glaze that I didn't write down. But yep, another simple, cute, comfy, cozy page that are lovely palette cleansers between bigger pages. And yeah, really cute. I love the little frog poncho thing that the bear's got, and I tried to keep it to a limited colour palette. This chick reminds me of Little Red Riding Hood. So yeah, really enjoyed colouring that page, and I gave it a grey sky because it was obviously raining. So that was for the prompt April Showers, and I managed to get 2 of my 4 prompts done in April. So one of them is a whip, as you saw at the beginning, so I am still working on that one. Not sure if I'll be able to squeeze in time to do... No, I won't. The third one was Easter, which I didn't get time to do because I was really poorly during Easter. Okay, so next we go on to Jewelry Box by Hannah Carlson. This was another uncoloured book that I managed to do a page in, and it was also a gift. Quite a few months ago this was a gift, so I'm glad I finally got around to doing a page in it. It was going to be a buddy colour with the lovely Jess from Colouring Bumblebee, but bless her, she couldn't find any sort of inspiration, or she just didn't feel the page, and that's absolutely fine. Sometimes we're just not feeling something, and yeah, she just said to me, I'm so sorry, I'm just not feeling it. I'm like, that is a-okay. But here is the page that I completed. I'm going to zoom you in a little bit. So I asked ChatGPT, I inputted some information about the kind of thing that I wanted, and I asked ChatGPT to give me a colour palette matching what I'd put in, and also give me a mock-up of how the image would look like coloured. So this was my jumping off point for inspiration, and this was how it finished. Your girl here can't colour pastel for the life of her. No matter how hard she tries, it always ends up bold and vibrant. So it's just me, okay? So yeah, for this page I used Prismacolor Premier pencils and Derwent Chromaflow pencils. I used metallic watercolours from the Art Spirits, and for the background I used Montmartre soft pastels. So here's my little colour palette here. So they were the Prismas, and the Derwent Chromaflow was the basket. And yeah, the metallic watercolours from the Art Spirits are on the jewellery pieces, on the rabbits, as you can see, and also on the little pearl bits here, but it's very hard to see those because it's a very light colour. And also the earrings on the rabbit. And it was really fun to colour. So this was completed on the 20th of April. And what I did was use some washi tape just to mask off the border, and used a combination of like a bluey cornflower blue, kind of like this one, and a yellow to match this, just to kind of keep it cohesive. It's very sort of subtle, but that's what I wanted. I didn't want anything to detract from what I've done here. So gotta love a nice, easy, soft pastel background, and I had quite a lot of fun colouring this one. It didn't actually take that long. Yeah, really pleased to have a page done in here. So that is a jewellery box by Hannah Carlson. Oh, I need to put my pieces back in there. I like to keep all my things in the books. And then we move on to 30 Spellbound Cloudy Scenes. And this is a members only book hosted by me. This is for Grass Meadow members and higher on my channel. We are doing 1 page a month in 30 Spellbound Cloudy Scenes. And for the month of April, my members voted for this page, which was the April Showers page. And I'll bring this up close so you can try and see some of the glitter and metallic-y goodness on there. And can't really see the outlines around the cloud. I'm trying to hit the light right. There we go. So for this page I used Ohuhu Honolulu markers, Super Golden markers, the Art Spirits watercolours, and the colours that I used were Gold Fragments and Glistening Surf. And yeah, this was for our group hashtag, which I won't give away because you need to be a group member. So that is that page, nice and simple. After the month I had, I needed something just to brighten my day, and a nice easy page to do with my members. So thank you to all my members for joining in. Your pages were gorgeous too. And the page that has been voted for May, if you would like to join in with us, is the Fairy Cats. And obviously to be able to join in, you would need to join the memberships on my channel, which is Grass Meadow member or Flower Meadow member. And we will be starting this in the latter half of April, because we also do an RJ Hampson book, and I'm wanting to start that page first as it's going to take a little bit longer. So yeah, 2 books for the colour along, and that is 30 Spellbound Cloudy Scenes by Camellia Angel Cova. Oh, and if you wanted to see, sorry, the first month was this one. So the Flower Fairy Cats will be our 3rd page done in here. So still plenty of time to join if you would like to join in with that. And then the last completed page I did for the month of April, making it a total of 11 pages coloured, was from Circulism Art Books Colour by Number, and this is A Stroll with Nature. This book was gifted to me during the month of April, so I wanted to colour a page in it to say thank you. And I've still got a protect sheet in here. Let's put that down there. the page that I coloured was this one. So for this book, I decided to go back to front rather than front to back. And that was purely because the first page here was the squirrel, which I could already see on the cover, so I knew what colours it was. Obviously, I will do that page at some point, but I wanted one that was more of a surprise, so I went to the back of the book and did this gorgeous little robin. I think it's all really pretty. I'm not sure about this pink, but that was the colour it told me to do, so. And this was completed on the 24th of April 2025. And yeah, I will also be doing this page in May. And I'd like to try and get a page done in my other circle book as well that I was gifted last month. Last month I did do a page in that book, but I would like to try and get one done from each month and fill it up. So that's definitely like a cow or a bison. And then this looks like a seahorse or something, so that will be interesting. And all I do for this one is, in the other book, I've got all my colours written down from the Oahu markers. I've got all the codes written down, so I just used that as a reference for colouring these pages. So thank you so much to all of my gifters this month for my gifted books. The video that follows this one will be my haul video for the month of April. And then after that, I'm not sure what ones I'm going to be doing. So if you have any ideas for me to do videos this month, please do let me know in the comments section below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know which your favourite page was in the comments below. Everyone I mentioned in the video has been linked in the description, so please be sure to check that out and go and show them some love. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next one. Take care everyone, and happy colouring. Bye bye.